You're the bad bitch. Who's the bad bitch? I'm the bad bitch. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is BLACSIREN, and how we doing today? Are we sad? Happy? Let me know in the comments. Okay, did you notice anything? Something that you never seen before? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. If you notice something new, let me know in the comments. Yes, I got a new microphone. Well, this is not sponsored by the way, but I just wanted to tell you what happened. If you watch my videos, you probably know this. So a couple months ago, I got a new microphone from Rode. Do you know this brand? Like literally almost every big content creators, like they all have that square shit that they clip on here. That's the brand Rode. So I was like, okay, everybody is using it. I'm gonna give it a try. So I purchased the microphone from them. And bitch, that microphone got me fucked up, let me tell you. And this microphone picks up everything. I'm talking about everything. If somebody decided to vomit outside of my window, this microphone picks that shit up. So that's why every time I tried to record, the audio was just so bad. And I tried to use software to kind of just adjust the audio, but it kind of fucks up my own voice. So it just turns out really fucking bad until this brand. This brand is actually a Chinese owned. It's called Mayono Shanke. They sent me this for free. They were like, we got you, bestie. And the first time when I tried this microphone, let me tell you, bitch, my wig, this wig came off. I was bald. I am always trying my best to produce the best content just because I wanted that and I think you deserve that. You watch my videos, you like me, so that's why you deserve the best. Now, as a Chinese citizen, I always believe that we need to do our best to support Chinese business. Probably not eyebrow pencils, but when the shit is good, we need to support them.
Girl, me too.
Now bestie, let me tell you, I just love shit stories. Everything that's related with poop, pee, shit, I love it because they crack me up. And every time when I read you a story, there would be comments asking, how did you find these stories? And sometimes I wonder the same thing. But I guess this is just my algorithm. You know how some people's algorithm, when they open social media, there's like cats and dogs, they're so cute. But when I open my phone, when I open my social media, there will be serial killers, crime cases, the new trailer for the movie Nun, and shit stories. That's just my algorithm, and I don't really mind because I feel like my life is so boring and sometimes I just wanted that push. Yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna take a look at another story today, and let me tell you, it is absolutely bonkers. So without further ado, let's get started.
I'm so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
I found out that my husband is storing sealed jars of his diarrhea. Sounds delectable. I only found this out a few hours ago and I'm not sure how to deal with this. Same. So any help or advice is appreciated. You know what? I'm suggesting murdering.
What was the reason?
While cleaning out the kitchen pantry, I was dusting the top shelf, which I cannot see on top of, and noticed the clean of jars up there. So I got out the step ladder, and up there is 14 jars filled to the brim with diarrhea and sealed with lids. Girl, you're crazy. Crazy girl. The consistency in the jars ranges from brown water to a thick black sludge, like a mixture of blended slugs. You know what? This actually reminds me of a movie. I think it's called Slugs. I don't know if you ever watched this, but I really recommend you to watch this. So basically, imagine you're living in a town that is infested with slugs. Imagine if you're taking a shower and instead of water coming out of the faucet, it's slugs. Imagine if you're washing your hair with your Kerastase shampoo and suddenly there's a slug landed on your forehead. Well, I'm just gonna give you that. And if you're interested, go watch yourself. It's very appetizing. I think you will like it. And the jars are arranged in order from most watery to most viscous. I only know it's diarrhea in the jars because I made the mistake of opening out and the stench is unmistakably the same as what he leaves behind in the bathroom. Oh my god, queen. Okay, wouldn't you be curious? I feel like I would do the same thing. Imagine if there's 14 unknown jars sitting on the top shelf and you'd be like, what are those? So you're opening up one jar and it just reeks shit, like watery diarrhea coming out of the jar, attacking your nose. Wow, this is gonna cost so much money in therapy, let me tell you that. The smell was so bad, I can still feel it burning the back of my throat. I only live with my husband. His husband is 42, by the way. What the fuck? And he has Graham's and Gruesome IBSD. Irritable bowel syndrome. That stands for. Which means this motherfucker always shits and farts and probably has bad breath. All the time. All the fucking time. Let me tell you that. But I'm in loss for words as to why he would poo into jars and be sealed and capped. Do I tell him what I found? Do I just get rid of them? I think what you need is to get rid of him. A death penalty for him. Girl, why are you still thinking getting rid of the jars? You need to get rid of your husband. That's what you fucking need. Well, if you think this is over, bitch, you thought it wrong. When you watch my videos, you need to know they're full of surprises. 2 days after finding my husband's stash of jarred diarrhea, I decided to ask him about it. Why? At first, he winced and denied that there was anything up there. So I retrieved all the jars and laid them on the kitchen counter and asked him again. He was fucking lying. He was like, what do you mean? What jars? What diarrhea? I've never heard of them. Only he and I live here. So he definitely put them there. I told him. He denied they were full of diarrhea this time and said he had forgotten about them and they were just simply jars of exotic gems gone bad. You know what this reminds me of? I remember when I was young, I used to make the most obvious lies to my mom. I thought I was fucking genius. I was like, you know what? Everybody's fucking dumb. Let me tell you, bitch. So one time I mixed shampoo and conditioner together and my mom found out. My mom asked me, who did this? I was like, I don't know. Grandma did this. Bitch, like I was such a little shit when I was young. I would literally blame everything on my grandmother. Oh my god. Like now that I think about it, I was fucking evil. I was like Satan's son. Like what the fuck? My grandma was so innocent. I would literally blame everything on my grandma. My mom asked me like multiple times. She's like, you sure? You don't know who did this? You didn't do that? I was like, no, I didn't do that. But the truth is literally on the table. My mom was like, who the fuck are you trying to fool? You think I was born yesterday, bitch? I thought I ate. I told him to stop lying and just tell me the truth if he was pooping into jars or not and why he was keeping them. He finally cracked open and got angry at me, asking what was the big deal? And he wasn't hurting anyone. Wow. What do you mean you weren't hurting anyone? Because according to the wife, her throat was injured by opening one jar. So you were definitely hurting somebody. So I threw the jars in the garbage outside. He wasn't happy when I did this and physically tried to restrain me by grabbing my wrist and hitting my side. Bitch, let me tell you, if this happened to me, I'll be fucking running from the police officer and like driving to Mexico. And bitch, you will catch me on the way to the store buying bleach, garbage bags, and luggages. The fuck? I didn't speak to him for the rest of the day and holed up in the spare room as he had scared me. I checked the garbage later in the day and the jars were gone. This motherfucker took it out. Oh my god. He had taken them out and put them somewhere else. In this moment, I know he was choosing jars of curdled turds over his own wife. Bitch, imagine if your husband is choosing jars full of diarrhea over you. Imagine that. My aim was get the locks changed when he went to work the next day and kick him out, but I chickened out of the idea. I asked him to leave and to give me some space, but he said that he owns the house and that I just live there for free. I packed the bag throughout the next day and left for my sister's house in the night last Wednesday, catching the last bus of the night as I don't have my own mode of transport. My sister has been great in taking me in as herself as the rest of my family, including my parents. Have never liked my husband. My husband had tried calling and messaging me about 100 times, but I can only ignore him right now as my panic attack anxiety comes in waves every time he tried to contact me. I will be filing for divorce. 便宜他了. You should sue this motherfucker for domestic violence and take all the fucking penny that he ever fucking made. Not just because he keeps jars of fecal goop, but because he hurt me in trying to defend them. She's only 24, guys, and she has to deal with this with the fucking middle-aged dude who shits in the jar and put them on the top shelf, and God knows what the fuck does he do with those? Does he drink it? I don't fucking know. Obviously, he has some fetish, which I'm not trying to kink shame because, you know, we all have fetishes, but I draw the line somewhere. Bitch, like, why the fuck would you even put diarrhea in the jar? Like, what the fuck would you do with them? What the fuck? Okay, here's my thought. What if these are not from him? What if he bought them from some random strangers from that community? You know how some people, they will literally purchase jars of farts, jars of bath water, pee. There are a lot of weird people doing stupid shit on the internet. What if he purchased them from that community? Which that doesn't prove anything. He is a still disgusting motherfucker. Okay? Okay, this person said, dude probably suffered really severe child abuse centered in somewhere around the toilet. Pooping or pissing in containers is not as uncommon as you'd think. Ooh. Ooh. And is usually tied to that. And the extreme reaction makes it pretty clear if you know what to look for that this is a trauma response. You know what? Tough shit. We all got issues. We all went through fucked up things when we were young, but that doesn't justify for you to put diarrhea in jars and seal it up. What the fuck you gonna do with them? I'm just very curious. Do you do them sexually? Or do you just drink them? What do you do? Like, do you shower with them? I don't know. And besties, let me tell you something. So listen the fuck up. There's gotta be some reasons why a man cannot date somebody at their age group. There's gotta be some reasons. Remember that. So, what would you do if this happened to you? Let me know in the comments. I'm so sorry you had to listen to that story, but you know what? Let me give you a palate cleanser. Oh, why did I change my outfit? Well, you got a lot of questions, huh, bitch? Who are you? The question, please? Just kidding. That's because I wanted to take some pictures. I want to get some likes and post on social media. So this story is about a stalker. I know, what a twist, right? This bitch is full of conundrum. Just for reference, this guy is 18 years old. One night, I was at the gym around 10 p.m. because I worked all day and my gym stays open all night. Ooh. I was casually working out as I always have. I didn't know why I just did that. Out of nowhere, this very short guy comes out and asks me what I'm doing later. Bitch, let me tell you, it's always the short guy. I had the same experience before. I talked about it in my channel. Bitch, like, he was so short. I thought it was a wild Pokemon. I was like, huh? Here's the thing. If you're at the same eye level as my nipples, I cannot take you seriously. Everything you say would just be a joke to me. Thinking this is a very odd, I decided to ignore him and act like I couldn't hear him because of my headphone. Oh, this is literally what I do in public. I will have my AirPods on, like there's nothing in the AirPods playing. I just want people to leave me the fuck alone, so that's why I wear AirPods. But there's like nothing playing in the background. He kept asking me but eventually left. When I finished my workout, went into the locker room and get my keys and checked myself out in the mirror. He's like, you're the bad bitch. Oh, who's the bad bitch? I'm the bad bitch. As I entered the locker room, the guy was sitting on the bench staring at me. Ew. Creepy. Like watching my every move. So I skipped looking at myself in the mirror and grabbed my keys and go to the bathroom quick. I can see he starts to follow me as I headed to the urinal. Bitch, I hate this word. Urinal. So I quickly resort to a stall. When I left the stall, he is still staring from the urinal. I ignored him and started leaving the gym, but he still follows me. Ew. Once again, he asks me what I'm doing tonight and what is my name. But this time I couldn't pretend to not hear him, so I just said, "Sorry man, I'm not interested," and quickly got to my car and drove away. Let me tell you, what should you do if this happens to you? Do you know the death smile? Let me show you how. So you just tilted your head down. Then you smile. Let me tell you, this works every time. A week later, I had work again this day, so I was at the gym around 10 p.m. and everything was normal. Was working out, saw some friends, and then I see the same guy from a week ago staring at me while laying against an empty wall. Ooh, that was really good, huh? I tried to ignore him, but every machine or workout I do, he starts following me. I stayed by some friends so he would hopefully not come near me. When those friends left, so did he. So I thought I was safe. No, bitch, you thought it wrong. I get my stuff together and head out around 11:30. At this point, my phone had died. Oh no, this only happens in movies. What are you talking about? Your phone is dead. I was a little worried, but then I started to freak out because when I approached my car, there was a rose in my truck's handle. I actually started to run and went back in to get assistance from someone working because I didn't feel like dying that day. He was like, "No, not today." After removing it, I sped home as fast as I could. A few days after, I had a normal workout, didn't see him, till I went to my truck. He was parked right next to me, standing in front of his car. While I got in, I could see him watching me the whole time. Now every time I go later at night, he was waiting for me and asking me weird questions. I talked to the workers about this and they said he's not from here and is just trying to be nice. What the fuck? Well, this worker should get death penalty. Shouldn't you call the police for the customer safety? What do you mean he was just trying to be nice? I can't help but wonder why he doesn't get the hint when I tell him no all the time. Because some men just don't know the word no. They were like, "What is that? Don't know her. Never heard of it. It's not in my vocabulary." I wake up hours early in the morning to go to the gym now, but when I go late, he's still there watching me every time. What should I do? Bitch, you need to switch gym. This is what the fuck you should do. What should I do? Another time, there was a rose on my windshield and a phone wire wrapped around my handle. Here's a picture. Ew. Oh my god. Okay, this reminds me of a trick that those human traffickers use. So apparently if you have a car, if you ever see there's like paper, flyers, even money on your windshield, on your car, don't pick that shit up. Because apparently if your car is big enough for people to go under, they will wait for you to get that thing and just like slit your ankle. Yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. And bitch, what? And I will see you in the next video. Bye.